In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can set up an AI agent in about 5 minutes that's going to go out and actually manage your entire LinkedIn outreach pipeline. So if you're a B2B business owner or you're a founder or somebody whose customers are actively on LinkedIn, you need to be using LinkedIn to its fullest potential, and we're going to show you how to do exactly that today. The tool we're going to be using is ProspectZero.com. It's pulled up in front of me. There's a 7-day free trial so you can get started super easily. And what's really cool about this product is instead of reaching out to cold, static lead lists, we are actually only exclusively going to be reaching out to leads who have shown some sort of buying intent in the last 72 hours. The way this tool is able to do that is it monitors LinkedIn 24/7 and finds relevant actions and activity that's going on in your niche, and it targets the people who are involved in that activity. So quickly, I'm going to show you how to get that agent set up. You pretty simply just click deploy your agent for free here on the home page, and then you'll come into an onboarding flow just like this. So we're going to walk you through setting up your agent. All right, step one, we're going to put in our website URL here. I'm using tryfriendly.com. This is an older SaaS product that I developed in the past. We don't really run this business anymore, but I think it's a great example for what we're doing here today. So it's already analyzed our URL here. It has our company name. It pulls in a description using AI, right? So Friendly is a LinkedIn lead generation and social selling automation platform that helps revenue teams automate outreach, et cetera, et cetera. And then it also pulls in a value proposition. The reason that it's doing this is because it needs to get to know your business. It needs the context to be able to confidently reach out to your prospects and actually write a message that makes sense, right? So once you filled in your company details, or AI's done it for you, AI will also come in and trying to find who exactly you're targeting as a company. So if we take a look through the ICP form we have in front of us here, we have marketing and advertising, computer software, IT technology, management consulting, recruiting. Yeah, I mean, all of these industries are actually companies that would have used TryFriendly in the past. So we're going to leave that as is. In terms of the headcount, we typically would not sell to an organization that had more than 200 employees. So we're going to knock that out there. Location, that looks fine. We'll just do US and UK. And then in terms of the job titles, this is what the AI thinks is best for our targeting here. You know, we could work on these. We could definitely refine these titles a bit, but overall, they're decent titles, right? So now that we have who we're going to target in place, this is where the magic actually starts happening. We need to come in and define our signals. So what events are we going to have our agent track 24/7 that we want to be picking up on as a buying signal? For this example here, you can go ahead and look through all the different signals you can track, but we're going to turn off LinkedIn search because this feature will basically bring in all the leads that match your ICP and have been active on LinkedIn in the last 72 hours, but we're going to get extra targeted. So we're going to go ahead and enable anybody who's engaged with one of my own posts on LinkedIn, anyone who follows me, anyone who is engaged with my company, we're going to select that one. And we could even put in a couple of influencers and some competitors here. Now, these are the two most powerful signals I've found, because if somebody who fits that ICP, so on paper, they're already your correct customer, and they're also engaging with a competitor of yours or an influencer in your niche that has the same ICP as you, odds are that they're going to be a pretty good customer for you. So you can pretty easily just list the influencers and companies you're going to track. Any lead that actively comments or likes or engages with their post, we're going to pull into Prospect Zero, and yeah, they're going to be reached out to, which is ideal. Here we have keyword post engagement, so people who are posting about specific topics here. These look okay. We're just going to leave those for this example. And then lastly, profile visitors. This does require LinkedIn Premium. So if you don't have Premium, you don't get this one, unfortunately. But if people are looking at your profile, that means that they're engaging with you. So we definitely want to reach out to them. We're going to go ahead and move forward. This is where you can tell the AI exactly what style of messaging you want to use and what your goal is. So for this example, we're going to say, let's start conversations. We're going to be casual. And for specific instructions here, let's just go ahead and tell it, keep it short and sweet, like you're texting a friend. So we're going to go ahead and generate a preview of what a message is going to look like for a sample lead. So this would be your introduction message here. Thanks for the like on my post about manual outreach bottlenecks, Marcus. Are you guys currently automating your top of funnel engagement over at Ascend? Right? So you can see we've monitored that signal. Marcus liked my post. We've referenced what the post was about. It's about manual outreach bottlenecks, and then asked a question around our product. Asked if they're experiencing a problem that we can solve for, right? And again, guys, I'm getting way better reply rates using this type of outreach. I'm talking anywhere from 20 to 35% versus, maybe 5 or 10% when I'm just using, pre-canned messaging and just very basic generic stuff. So definitely worth it. Next, you'll want to connect your LinkedIn. This is a must in order to use the system. If you don't have your LinkedIn connected, none of these things we're talking about can even take place. We're going to skip for now. And lastly, this is just an overview of what our agent's going to do, right? So it's going to go find those leads via the signals. It's going to qualify those leads that it finds against the ICP criteria you inputted. We're going to enrich the company profile. And then finally, as long as they pass all three of these steps, they're going to get a connection request followed up by a series of messages. So there's 3 messages that go out. They're all going to be personalized, all unique. But let's go ahead and just launch our agent. Usually it takes about 15 to 20 minutes for you to start seeing actual leads begin to come into the system. So I'm going to jump on over to another tab I have here. That's the wrong tab. And I'm going to sign into my actual account here. So this is my personal agent that has been running for the last 2 months. As you can see, in the last month, we've generated 133 replies on about 500 qualified leads that we've reached out to. If you do the math on that, I think it's about 25% reply rate, which if you know anything about LinkedIn, that is very good. That means 1 out of 4 prospects that's getting a message is actually responding to you. And that's because these signals that we're using are actual buying intent signals, right? These are people who are showing outwardly they want you to reach out. So definitely a lot more effective than importing some sort of cold list, right? We can just take a quick look through here. Our most recent lead that came in was 47 minutes ago. He engaged with one of our competitors' content, Oscar. He's a founder over at SendPilot. They have a pretty cool product. They don't do the signals though, so check them out if you want to. But outside of that, you can see all your signals that are going on, all of the actions, so different connection requests going out. You can see, basically what has happened for each lead in the past few days. So here we have Anjana, right? So 2 days ago, they engaged with somebody's post. This is an influencer who we follow. We sent a connection request to them, and we sent the first introduction message to them already. Outside of that, this is built to be very simple, and the goal is you turn this on one time and then it learns from itself, and you really just don't have to worry about anything but booking calls with those leads who are actually interested. You can come in here and you can kind of see the overall flow of a campaign. In your settings, you can come in and you can connect your account. If you have team members, you can invite them to a workspace. But it's pretty straightforward and pretty simple. I guess lastly, I'll just show you the mission control here. This is an overview of your team activity and just all the things that are going on behind the scenes if you do want to come in and check on your agent. So that is the demo of ProspectZero.com. Again, we're booking 10, 20 meetings a week using this thing. So it's definitely worth the money. I'd recommend starting a free trial, giving it a go, see if it works for you. But until next time, guys, happy selling, and we'll see you soon.